Have you heard of the time the French tried to secretly blow up a Greenpeace ship? In 1985, the environmental group Greenpeace was preparing to protest French nuclear testing in the Pacific. Their ship, the Rainbow Warrior, sat docked in Auckland. But the French government had a problem. They didn't want that protest happening. So agents from France's secret service, the DGSE, launched a covert operation. Undercover operatives planted 2 bombs on the ship. They hoped to sink it quietly. No attention, no casualties. But it went horribly wrong. The plan was simple: 2 well-timed explosions. The first explosion forced the crew to evacuate. Then, minutes later, the second bomb detonated on what should have been an empty ship. But it wasn't. Photographer Fernando Pereira had rushed back on board to retrieve his camera gear and was killed in the blast. What was meant to be a deniable operation turned into an international scandal. 2 of the agents were caught shortly after. A local rental car company flagged 2 suspicious Swiss tourists who had rented a van in the days leading up to the bombing. When they returned abruptly to return the van, New Zealand police were waiting. France denied everything, yes, at first, but the evidence was overwhelming. Eventually, the French government had no choice but to admit responsibility. It triggered a massive diplomatic crisis between France and New Zealand. This only intensified when the 2 agents were sentenced to 10 years in prison. You'd probably think they got off lightly, but the French couldn't let 2 of their agents rot in prison. They put huge pressure on the New Zealand government, even threatening trade consequences. Eventually, a deal was struck. They would serve out their sentences at a remote French military base in the Pacific. But within a couple of years, both men were free and home in France. A secret mission meant to silence a protest quickly became one of the most embarrassing failures of a special operations service. Can you think of a worse one? Like and follow for more stories from history.